Hey guys, this is Derek from Certified Legacy, and today I am going to be replacing the battery in my iPad 3rd gen that runs iOS 5.1.1. So, right here is my battery replacement kit, and it comes with the battery and everything. I ordered this the other day because as soon as I got that iPad, I put a video on there if you want to see the first video where I unbox it. But yeah, we're gonna unbox this little kit quick. So here's the kit. See if I can open this up easily. This is not coming out very easy. Hold on, let me get this out. Well, here is what came out of the box. So this must be the battery itself. This appears to be the eye opener kit. So we should just observe what tools we got in here. So eye opener, I throw that thing in the microwave. That's like the little thing that keeps up the adhesive because it's really hard to get the adhesive in here. Bit driver, integrated SIM eject tool, angle tweezers, battery blocker, suction handle, spudger, opening tool, opening picks, plastic cards, Phillips 00, flathead 2.5mm, and sorting tray. Okay, so I say we open this and just see what we got in here first. Opens like that, or no, it doesn't. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm doing this with one hand to open this. I'm kind of just ripping. Maybe it comes out with this needs to come out as well. Hold on, let me get open. So here is all the tools. I'm not sure what this is for. Some opening picks. I'll need a lot of these, which is good. They gave me a lot of them. This is the eye opener itself. This is like a little heat pad thing that goes in the microwave. Microwave the eye opener for 30 seconds only. If necessary, reheat for 30 seconds only. Wait 10 minutes before reheating again. So that is what opens up the adhesive, and I think you use these picks to get inside there. This is, oh, they give me a second screwdriver, which is nice. Spudger. I'm not really sure what this is for, but I'll leave it in there. Suction cup. Probably for taking the screen off. And I still don't know what this is for. But yeah. Okay, we're moving to get to the adhesive now. Just gonna heat this up for a little bit. Let it sit on this side. Okay, let's see if I can get my pick in there. Okay, we got a little bit in there. I'm gonna warm this part up more. Surprised how well this works. Okay. That side is open, guys. I'm pretty excited. This is coming off pretty easily because the battery is swollen, so there's not really much adhesive to get out, but I might have spoken, who knows, I might be speaking too soon, and there might be some more adhesive to be hard to get out of. So let me go continue to watch this tutorial, and yeah. Okay, I'm gonna let this heat a little more. This might need a little bit more heat on this side because it appears the adhesive is a little bit stronger on this part right here. I'm gonna try to use at least like 2 picks to get through to hold up the screen while I go through it. So yeah, so I'm gonna keep working. Damn, that's strong. Okay, that part is raised up. Let me continue watch this tutorial quick. So I ended up making a little bit of a mistake, but I just quickly corrected that since this part is still kind of heated. I'm going to move to the next part. Apparently, because I'm kind of a newbie, to be completely honest, when I'm doing repairs and stuff. So I'm supposed to put the pick in between the screen and not the black bezel part of it, or just the bezel. This is white in this repair at least. I'm supposed to put it in between that. So yeah, at least I know what I'm doing now when I'm moving forward. Okay, I'm just gonna continue down this path since I'm already in there. Open. I'm having some trouble getting in this side. This might need to be heated a little longer, so I'm gonna let it do that. I'll come back to you. Okay, I'm still struggling to get in this part. Maybe I should go from a different side. I'm gonna try that. This part is already raised up, so that's why I'm kind of... I feel like this side is has less of a... is less swollen, I guess you could say. Oh, there we go. Or no, I'm not. I'm not in there. Alright, I'm gonna leave that there and heat this part a little more. Okay, that part is opened, I think. So that's good. Now I'm gonna continue to watch this tutorial and figure out what to do next. Okay, we're gonna move towards the bottom half now. Let me orientate this a little bit so it's a bit easier for me. Heat this up. Hopefully that's heated up enough where I can get in here. Because I don't want to heat this very long. Leave this here, and I'm going to heat this a little more. This part at least. I forget what was the part where they said there's like a... Yeah, we're past that. Hopefully I didn't damage it. It's like the Wi-Fi antenna or something. I think this is going pretty well though so far. Boom. That's that half. Now to the half, the left half, which is gonna be a little more tricky because there's like a wire or something on the side. So yeah. Alright guys, heating this with the eye opener. I think that's what they call this pad thing. And we got one pick left to use, so we're going to use that carefully. And maybe come from this side this time. Okay, I'm gonna leave that there. And now I think I'm about ready to open this thing up. So let me see how this opens. Okay guys, here we go. We're inside the iPad. Let me get all this junk out of here. Okay. Screws. This is what holds the LCD in. Okay guys, that is the battery. I don't know if you can see it. It looks slightly swollen. It's not crazy swollen. Let's compare it to this other battery I have, but it was definitely lifted up on there. The battery that I got. You can see it. Let's compare. But anyway, that's besides the point right now. We gotta get this battery out immediately. I don't know if you could see that, but I just disconnected this cable. It took me forever to figure out how to do it. But anyway, that's the LCD. I just took it out. Put up the retaining flap on the LCD ribbon cable. We did that. Took out the LCD. Put up the retaining flap on the digitizer ribbon cable. ZIF connectors. I'm gonna see if I can just use tweezers again. Man, I'm struggling. Try not to damage this, it's so tiny. Let's see if I can get it with my fingers. What about this one? I'll try this one first. I'm gonna use my spudger. It's probably a better idea. Really struggling here. Try this end. There. That's it. There. Flat end of a spudger to loosen the adhesive under the digitizer ribbon cable. Okay. Should it just come out now? flipped both of them up, it won't want to come out. I'm not really sure what I'm doing wrong. There. God, that took forever. A little bit of adhesive left there. I'm gonna have to clean this with isopropyl afterwards, because that took a little bit of touching the digitizer on accident to get that out. Okay guys, I just took out this little bit of tape on this part here, wherever this is. Now I gotta flip this part up here. Let me get this not LCD digitizer out of here. I really don't got much room here, so let me move this. Okay, just flip up these two retaining claps on this one bit for the headphone jack cable. Slide under the headphone jack assembly cable. It's resealing. Dude, there's so much freaking adhesive, it's ridiculous. There. That took quite a bit to get that out. And up here's there's screws. Yeah, that part stays like this. So I'm gonna leave it like that and figure out what I've got to do next. Sorry if I'm going very slow. I'm gonna have to cut out a lot of this or speed it up. Okay, I just removed some electrical tape right here. I don't know if you can see that very well. My computer is funky with recordings for some reason with OBS, and I don't really know why. I know my camera is not very good, but it just shows up way worse on this recording software. Okay, so there are two things I need to remove next, and I don't even know if you can see them. I didn't record it, but I got those cables out, so yeah, I gotta figure out what I gotta do next. Okay, next we gotta remove some screws. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna put this right here. Let's go to this one right next to the battery, which is kind of dangerous, but oh well. Comes right off. Let's go to the easy one. Boom. Hard one. I keep stripping this one. I'm not sure if I can get that out. See if I have anything smaller to get that out. Well, after like 80 different methods to get that strip screw out, it finally came out, and it took forever. So, next thing is to get this battery out somehow. I'm sorry that this is continuously getting more dirty in here, but this is where I'm at right now. I've taken out the battery, and it's time to reassemble the whole entire iPad, which is going to be very annoying. This took me forever to remove it, and doing so I ripped the battery in half. Thankfully, well, I ripped part of it, I guess. I wouldn't say I ripped it in half, but one of the cells got ripped, and thankfully it did not catch on fire, but I took it out, and I'm gonna go recycle that immediately so I can get rid of it. But now we're going to put this all back together, and it's gonna take quite a while, which is gonna be kind of annoying. I'm gonna try to finish this today. I'm not sure if I can, but I'll do my best. Okay, here is the new battery. It's getting very messy in here. Oh well. There appears, so it appears to go and orient like this. It has some double-sided tape on there already, which is nice. Let me shut this off, just so it's optimally sounding well in here, even though I've had it on the whole entire video. Oh well, but yeah, this is going to sit like this, I'm pretty sure, and it will connect to something. I forget what it connects to. I think it connects to the logic board itself, if I'm not mistaken. One of the screws is stripped so badly where I'm not going to use it for the logic board, so I'm just going to use 3 of them. I think it'll sit in there fine. I'm always janky like that, where I was always jank something out, and it literally was with whatever I'm working on. It doesn't matter. It could be where I'm working on my actual like gaming computer itself. I don't know if they can see that, but man, that thing has a bunch of spots where it's like a couple screws are not there, or stuff like that. So it's fine, but we'll deal with it. And like I do that with like even before I upgraded, because I'm just gonna yap a little bit before I get into this. I had a case before this, and it was like one of those crappy pre-built cases, and I had to drill a hole in there for the radiator to fit in there beforehand, and eventually I just got a new case. And so I'm just saying this is fine, and it's janky or whatever, we'll deal with it. But anyway, let's get right back into this repair. Okay, I've taken off all the plastic and whatnot. I think it has to sit on top of that and align with that, if I'm not mistaken. So let me figure this out quick. Yeah, it does. So it's now secured in here with the brand new battery, which is nice. You can tell this one is a lot less puffed up a little bit. I mean, I would say this is a lot less puffed up and nice and flat now, which is good. So now we got the logic board, which is the actual rare part of this whole entire thing, and is the whole reason I'm even repairing this, because if this wasn't on iOS 5, I would have just completely just ditched this thing and sold it. So let's get this going. Okay, I've connected up the logic board to this part, and I'm going to do the other connections next, and I will come back to you when I'm done with that. So I've screwed down the logic board as good as I can. I am missing one screw, but I don't think it's gonna go anywhere, so I think we're fine. So let's proceed with the connection. So I said I would connect it before, but the tutorial I'm watching is doing screws first, and I'm just following the tutorial as best as I can. Shout out, I'll just give you this guy's channel because this helped me a lot. Gribsoft, shout out Gribsoft. I will link the tutorial I used in the description of this video just to credit this guy, because he helped me this whole entire time. Because all these other ones, like I checked out the iFixit one, didn't help very well, and that's partially why I ripped the old battery, because I didn't explain very well. It didn't come, the kit I got didn't come with a metal spudger to get out the battery and everything, and it's very, very annoying. So yeah, anyway, let's proceed with the repair. So I've gotten some of these in here. I've gotten the really tiny one and this one right here in there. I am using tweezers partially. They're not very helpful because I have like a tremor, so it's my hands are quite shaky, so it's kind of hard to do this, but whatever, we'll deal with it. I'm going to connect this one next, so let me do that. If I can see a thing, I can't see anything. How will this connect? Does this just plop on top? I don't know. Let me figure that out and I'll come back. Okay, I think I've seated that cable correctly. We'll find out later. So anyway, let me find out what I gotta do next. Okay, I'm now reconnecting the digitizer. I'm just making sure that it is as far in here as possible. Be very careful, by the way. Okay, now I'm going to use this to put the eyelash back down. I can just use my finger. How does this go back down? Let me figure that out. I'm kind of just winging this. Okay, I've secured it in there. Now, next is the LCD. Okay, we're all good there, and now it's time to fold the LCD back up on here. I gotta line this up. Just make sure if I flop this back up, it will be fine. And yeah, they'll. Okay, I think I'm gonna. I'm gonna clean this soon, but let me screw this down first, actually. I almost just dropped it back inside the iPad. See how this folds back up. Okay. So sorry I'm going slow. Okay. And now let me figure out what I'm going to do with the digitizer. I know it came with these things, which is just like tape for it, I'm pretty sure. And it should just strip right back up somehow. We'll figure that out in a minute. But yeah, let me continue to figure out what I'm gonna do. So now I'm going to clean my, what do you call it, LCD. I'm going to pour this alcohol over here. Hopefully I do it right. Okay. Good chance I'll have splashes, but oh well. Let me go over that one more time. I'm sorry it looks very dirty in here. This is just how I work. I'll just do it the best I can do. I'll probably have some sort of dust in here, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to be sitting this down yet, so I'll try to get as much dust out. I gotta test it in a second, so before I fully fix it, I'm going to test it. Just make sure it works correctly. You know what? I might have to obscure this digitizer a little bit and might have to lift the LCD out a little bit because this wire is not gonna, it needs to be taken down a little more, I think, unless I can fold it that way. Well, I think I should test it first anyway. I'm going to have to fix this up. with the more tape. I don't really care about how the condition of the screen is because it's not that terrible, to be honest, but I gotta fix this wire somehow. So let me just see if I can fix this quickly without having to reassemble the whole entire LCD, which I'm probably going to have to. So let me do that. Okay, I checked if when I fix it up if cable will not obscure the screen, and appears to not. So welcome back to Fix the LCD with Derek Part 2. So hold on, because I'm terrible with my hands, to be completely honest. So let me see. I'm trying to do this without plopping it into the screw into the hole of the thing, which I don't know why I'm not. I'm just gonna do that. Except they are way too tiny, so that's kind of what my problem is, why I'm doing that in the first place. I'm just doing it with my hands. Move on to this one. And okay, we've fixed the screen back up. I just want to see how this will fold for the second time, which I feel like the wire will not be obscuring that, which is good. So it's time to do the taping, and thank God we have plenty of tape here. Where does this go exactly? That's my issue. I gotta figure that out. Okay, so we have to figure out where this goes on the digitizer. Before that, I'm going to clean my LCD for the second or third time, however many times I've done that already. Okay. Got a little bit of alcohol on my hands. Ow, that hurts. I got cuts. Okay. Get a fresh paper towel. Then I just dropped him. Let's make sure this is all good. Let's make sure there's no fingerprints. That's all I care about personally. And it is alcohol, so it doesn't matter if it's wet. And it appears to not be that wet. So anyway, we have plenty of tape, as I've said already, and we gotta figure out where it goes. I probably should have done this before I connected this, but I'm gonna try to not do that over. What would be the easiest one? The easiest one would probably be this camera, I think. If I can open it. I don't really have any nails right now, so it's kind of hard to open this up. And how the hell does this thing open? I don't know. Let me figure that out. But anyway, guys, I've taped it up. There's a little piece here, but otherwise this has come back and I've saved this thing. It no longer has a springy screen, probably that came from the there is a little, anyway, I solved whatever that was. There's just a little bit sticking out, kind of. But yeah, here we go. I'm going to calibrate this as iFixit recommends. I didn't do this completely right because some bits didn't have tape on it. I'm not very good at taping up afterwards, so I'm just trying to make do as I can. So, because I missed some spots, but otherwise this is sealed up good enough for me. Let's see if we get power, or do I have to plug it in? There's a good chance I might have to plug this in at first. Maybe it's because I haven't had calibrated it yet, so. Well, anyway, guys, I'm going to go calibrate this. It's only on when I plug it in for some reason, so I'm going to see if I can calibrate it and see if that does anything, because maybe that is what my problem is. Because it says, charging your battery to 100% and keep charging for at least 2 more hours and use your device until it shuts off due to low battery. Finally charge it uninterrupted to 100%. So maybe I gotta do that, I don't know. Maybe I did something wrong, so let me recheck. So I don't think I seated the battery correctly, the battery connector correctly, so let me go do that. I'm gonna have to open this up again, which is gonna be annoying, but whatever, I gotta get this to work. So guys, sadly I have to say this, the battery they gave me is defective, and that's the reason I'm having problems. So I'm gonna get this battery replaced. I will come back to you to replace the battery all over again. Oh my god, I'm so excited to do this. Oh my god.
One eternity later.
It's been a couple days since I got a brand new battery since the other one broke, so we're gonna be fixing this. Used to open this up again. I shouldn't really, because the adhesive I used is very little, so it shouldn't take a lot to open this up. Bro, I just ripped my digitizer cable, I think. Shoot. Well, we're going to get this out anyway, even though I just ripped the digitizer. It's just gonna prolong the process even more, which is amazing because I have to find a new digitizer. But I need a new LCD anyway, so I'm just gonna get new everything for this iPad because this thing is very damaged. Okay, I gotta be careful with this one. It's because I opened it the wrong way. That is why. I should have opened it up this way. I'm stupid. Which is good. I gotta find a place to put this. I'm going to just get a brand new everything. I need everything new anyway for this thing because my screen sucks, so it's not that big of a deal, but it's quite annoying. I couldn't get that open. There's that eyelash. Yeah, there you go. Oh, that's quite annoying. Yeah, that's completely unfixable. This looks like it's a crappy Chinese digitizer anyway, so I'm probably just gonna redo the whole thing anyway. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, well, I've disconnected all of the cables for this thing, and the next step is to remove the logic board, and yeah, so let me get to that. Opening this thing up again, but the battery decided to come defective, and I ripped the digitizer cable, so that means I'm going to have to order a new one of those, which is annoying, but I'm just going to install this battery for now. And we'll worry about everything else later. And there is the logic board for the second time. Let me find a place to store this for a second. I'm now going to take out this battery. Thankfully the adhesive is not as nearly as strong. I do have this thing. It's a putty knife. I'm going to use this as well. And just like that, that's the battery. Can't believe this thing came defective. I'm so annoyed. Okay, I'm now going to install the brand new battery. So, it has a way to do this very easily. Okay, and there is the battery in there. And there you go. Okay, now for putting in the logic board again. We gotta think strategically where I want to place this. I'm gonna put this one here. And there is the logic board in there, which is just how we want it. And now let's reconnect the, whatever you call it, cables, the ones that are needed right now. Because I gotta wait for the LCD and the, because I wanted a new LCD, because I don't know if I showed you before when I first got this thing. The LCD was all messed up and stuff, and it looked terrible. So I really wanted a new one despite that. So let me just reconnect everything here. So this one's very hard because it's so tiny, and like not even tweezers can get it, because if you use tweezers there's a good chance you can rip it, so I'm not gonna do that. Okay, I think that one's in there. Just make sure appears to not be moving. So I think we are good there. And now this one. Wait, I missed one right here. Gotta do this. I think good enough in there. And just make sure quick. So I do think we're fine. I'm now going to reconnect this one right here. And now we wait for the LCD and the digitizer to come. So we are all reconnected pretty much. I just gotta have that come. And we are supposed to, hopefully, done with this repair. And hopefully everything goes well in a couple days when those come.
Several days later.
Hello and welcome back. It's been quite a while since I ordered those parts, and they are here as you can see, so let's unbox them. We're going to start with the LCD. This one I got off eBay, even though it looks like it's Prime. I just used the Prime box, I think. Or Amazon or whatever. Amazon Prime. Okay. Good packaging, that's for sure. And yeah, I can see it's in there. Okay, so let's move on to the digitizer. That one was from eBay, this one's from iFixit. I'm not really sure how this opens. I think it opens like that. I might need scissors for this, wherever I put them right there. They glue this very well. I don't even know if I can use that. Okay, I'm just gonna try scissors. It is a black digitizer, which is not that big of a deal in my opinion. It comes with adhesive on there, which is good. Yeah, so I say let's get this thing going. Okay, we're going to connect. Okay, I think it's gonna be as in there as it's gonna get. So let's close the eyelashes. I had the same problem last time. Okay, now let's do the LCD. Okay, that's the LCD. Also, I'm very sorry for the mess in here. I'm just trying to do my best to get this finished up, and hopefully it will power on with no issues. Okay. So, this one should just sit like this, and should actually we'll sit. Hold on. Okay. Now, will this... should fold on top. I don't know what's stopping me. This cable is like way too long. It needs to be stuffed in there. Okay, here we go. This cable will not stay down. I don't know what's stopping it. Okay, well, let's just try to screw it down. I'm struggling to get it to screw down. And that is not going to go down properly. I'm not sure what to do here. Should flip it for a second. Man, that's not gonna go down, is it? I just lost a screw. Okay guys, so it did power on. The only thing that currently is not functioning is the home button, and I think the home button cable is not in there perfectly, so I am going to, why not just switch the wallpaper while I'm doing this, because I can. Yeah, home button not functioning. So, I'm gonna have to open it back up, but at least we have power, which is all I need to know, and Wi-Fi is functioning, because before, Wi-Fi did not work. I might go try to log into it quickly though. Okay, so let's power this thing, open this thing back up again, I mean. I'm going to put the screws right back in the same spot, because I have a feeling this would not work, and apparently it isn't, so we're gonna fix it. It's not that big of a deal. For some reason we can't get home button working. I believe there is that one accessibility setting where you can go home without the home button. on whatever you call it, iOS 5. So it's this one right here, I believe. So let me take out the LCD again. Okay, so I've opened it up again, and I've got that in here. So this is the one I got to get to go in there fully, I think. Unless I am missing something, it should go in more, but it really isn't. Let's try tweezers. Yeah, it's really not going in any farther. Let's reseat it. So it's been a couple days since I've last talked to you here and recorded a video on this iPad, and it turns out I've been completely doing this whole home button thing wrong the whole time. So immediately I canceled my order for the next digitizer to come, or the cable or whatever. So we're going to do this properly now, and we'll get it going here. So this home button cable type thing should go under this, I believe. Or not, I don't. Might as well record this part. Gotta struggle to put this back in here. This digitizer cable right here. Might as well take off this part. It doesn't matter anymore anyway. This front part. And let me grab the LCD. Okay, so now we're going to continue this repair. I'm gonna grab my LCD. Hopefully this does work. Set this on top of here. Flip it again. Let's give this another test here. Okay. So if this home button doesn't work, then I don't know what I'm going to do. So, it's been about a week since you last saw me, and I last worked on this video. My digitizer happened to be defective. So, I got a new digitizer. It happens to work, I think, and I just gotta take off the plastic. I'm going to switch to my phone, and I'm going to record it. Okay, so everything went fine. The only thing that's not functioning right is my camera is not perfectly aligned, so you can see little things there, but it's an iPad, it doesn't matter. So let's go calibrate this battery, and I'll come back to you. I gotta go edit my iOS 4 video, but this thing is perfectly good, which is nice. So guys, it is the absolute next day. I don't know, I said absolute, but this iPad is plateauing. The battery is at plateauing at like 90 to like 92%. It was at 92% yesterday, and it's dropped down to 90%, and it hasn't charged up since. It's been on the charger for like 10 to 12 hours, I think. According to ChatGPT, which ChatGPT isn't very trustworthy, so I'm gonna charge up my Mac over there and get coconut battery working. This is normal. So we're going to figure this out, because it could just think it's maximum, and since it's a new battery, it needs to adapt. So it's completely possible, or I just have another defective battery and I need to get another one, which would be unbelievably annoying. But we gotta go check coconut battery, which is like a little application that you get to see what the battery is doing on the charger and see what's going on with it and what voltage and stuff is it taking in and stuff. This could possibly just be something with iOS 5 and some weird little quirk that I don't know about because it's not fully updated. So we'll figure this out in a second. I gotta charge up my High Sierra 2012 Mac, I believe, or 2011, because it really needs to charge up, and it's got a pretty bad battery as well. I'd love to fix that one. I could make a video out of that. But anyway, let's let that charge up. I'll come back to you. So here is what we get with coconut battery. As you can see, it's only taking in 0.14 watts, which means it is not charging currently, even though it says it is. And so it's kind of what I suspected. It needs to calibrate better. So I'm just going to use this until it dies off. I'm going to like jailbreak it and stuff. So I'm just going to use that and try to charge it up again and see if it does anything like that, because you can clearly see it's barely taking in anything. Okay, so it's been like an hour since I last saw you. The update is I successfully saved my SHSH blobs, and I'm unsuccessful with my jailbreaking endeavors. So I've tried Absinthe on multiple. I've tried it on Linux, I've tried it on Mac, I've tried it on Windows, and all of them don't work because all of the devices I have are way too new. And next thing I'm going to try, which I've already tried on 2, and the only 2, is Gilbert Jailbreak. And Gilbert, actually, I know I've tried them on all 3. Gilbert Jailbreak, which is a fork, which is actually built into Legacy iOS Kit as well. None of the versions for Linux, oh, sorry, that's just my leg. For Linux or Linux, Mac, or Windows, just think it's already jailbroken. It's not jailbroken out at all. So I'm just kind of stuck here. Okay, so the thing is, I've been at this for hours upon hours. I took a break in between, obviously, but I'm struggling here. So because Checkmate A5 is so unreliable on the iPad 3rd generation specifically, it's been such a pain to save SHSH and save activation records. I have them both saved successfully, but I think there are leftover files from someone attempting to jailbreak this beforehand. So what I'm going to have to end up doing is I'm going to have to restore with the SHSH blobs to this version, the same version, and I'm going to jailbreak it again, because I can't jailbreak it. That is my main problem right now. So I'm going to go through and try to do that. It's probably going to fail like 45 times because of how unreliable it is on iPad 3rd generation. So I'm not excited. And just like that, we've restored, and we have Cydia on the home screen. So anyway, I haven't fully gotten to calibrate the battery yet, but it's been the next day. The battery's very good. I'm just gonna because what you gotta do to calibrate it, you gotta let it die again and then have to charge it up again. And it'll just be like pushing this video back even more, even though I've been working on this video for like a month straight. What I ended up having to do in the end is I had to use my blobs to restore to this and use my activation ticket so it's activated upon restore, and I do have Cydia now, which is cool. And yeah, so I'm just gonna end it here. It's all jailbroken, everything's good. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. And this has been Derek from Certified Legacy. Make sure you like, subscribe, and when you subscribe, make sure you turn on that notification bell so you're notified when I come out with brand new videos. And again, this has been Derek from Certified Legacy, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.